wonderful occasion. We have some wonderful guests here with us this evening.
Close those doors. Security, take care of it. And I was hoping to get some new faces out here, but instead it's just the usual bucket night crowd. So it's fine. There are more people here than there are 50 Shades tonight.
That's true.
Both a compliment to you and a total kick in the nuts to the window show.
Yes,
so
it
just
is.
so as you know, just so as you know. We're very psyched to be here. We're very psyched to perform less for you tonight. That's really the bottom line.
That's true.
That's really is that we get a break because we brought some hacks to come in here, some old vaudeville vagabonds. We found them at a train station and they needed hotel money, so we decided we'd give them a little slot here to open up the show. My voice cracked, folks. So while I go through puberty, please welcome our first act, of course, Penn Jillette and Johnny Thompson.
We're Johnny Thompson and Company. I am in company. I'm going to do one trick solo, which is a Johnny Thompson trick. And then Johnny Thompson's going to do one trick solo, which is a Johnny Thompson trick. We're going to do one trick together, which is a Johnny Thompson trick. It's all Johnny Thompson all the time. Now this is a trick that Johnny Thompson has been working on for a while. And you know, the Magic Circle is the most prestigious magic organization in the world. And they will not let Penn and Teller in. We gave them things for their museum, some of the bullet catch stuff. We wrote things for their magazine. They will not let us be members because we gave away secrets. And we gave away secrets on card tricks. Our first time on Letterman, we show how you can force a card. We show how you can control a card, how you can tell which card people are most likely to pick. And we've been fighting them on this for a while, but it turns out they're right. It's almost impossible to do a card trick after you've seen Penn and Teller give stuff away. So Johnny came up with a card trick that doesn't use any of this. There'll be no card force. There'll be no card location. There'll be no handling of the cards at all. It'll all be done just in people's minds. And also, if you just have someone pick a card out of their head, there's a whole table of things they can tell you. Like if you ask a woman to pick a card that she most identifies with, you've got a 40% chance she'll pick the Eight of Hearts. If you ask a man, he'll go to the Ace of Spades right away, then fall off that and go to like the Seven of Diamonds. So I'm going to do this with 3 people here. They get a deck of cards. They may have jokers in it. If you see a joker, don't use it because it'll screw up the trick. But this is a trick where I'm just going to have you think of a card. Put one of them out of the deck here. How about you, man? I'm going to have you just pick a card here. Now I want to make sure that you see them all, see their faces, and just look at one and get it in your head. You got one in your head there? Okay. Get that in your head. Just hold it there. And how about you? Just I'm going to have you look through. Just get one card in your head. You got that? Yes. That card there, okay. And I'll do you too. Have you? If you pick a joker, don't pick him. Just take a look at that card. You got a card there? Out of that whole deck? Okay, now we're done with the cards. I'm not going to handle them again. I was going to try to do this entirely verbally, just entirely by asking questions, determine what card they picked. Entirely by questions. Okay, here we go. What card did you pick? No, didn't you didn't pick a red card, did you? No, of course it is. And it's either a spade, or a club. Spade or a club? Is it spade? Spade. I'm getting it's a spade or a club. I'm getting a picture. It's a picture card. It's a picture card. The picture card is I'll give you a picture of it's the 5 spades in that card. Is that right? 5 spades in the card? I think you're wrong. I think there are 5 spades in the card because there are 2 in the corner and 3 in the middle. It's a 3 of spades. Is that right? 3 of spades right there. Good, thanks. And now you the one who picked the red card. You didn't pick a red card, did you? No, you neither. You picked club? Pick spade. So you didn't pick the same card as her, did you?
I didn't.
You picked a picture card, didn't you?
I did not.
You did not. You're the one who picked the 5 spades, right? So 5 spades right there. You didn't pick a red card, did you?
I did.
You didn't pick a red card. You picked a heart.
Yes.
heart card, and I'm getting a picture. It's a picture card. It's a picture. I'm getting something that looks like. Does it look like that? Is that right? Is that right? The 6 of hearts.
Yes.
Yeah, 6 of hearts right there. 6 of hearts, 5 of spades, 3 of spades. That's a great card. Johnny Thompson.
Some help right up here on stage. Would you mind joining me on stage, ma'am? And would you mind joining me, ma'am? I'm going to do a trick with a gentleman's black chiffon handkerchief. Well, it is in my neighborhood anyway. I want you to hold on to the corners of that with your hands and nice tight grip, because I'm going to add some weight to it. Would you do the same? Okay, and just lower it a little bit. And I'm going to add some acrobats. 1, 2, 3. Now they say the hand is quicker than the eye, so I'm going to do this very, very slowly and very direct. So, what is your name?
Jenny. Jenny.
Jenny. And yours?
Carissa.
Carissa, okay. Jenny, how many is that?
1.
Perfect. Carissa, how many is that?
1.
No, 2.
2.
2. Maybe I'm not the only one who's Polish here. And Jenny, this one?
Now there's 3.
And I'm going to keep my hands this far apart. I'm going to wiggle my thumbs, and believe it or not, one of the balls jumps across. I'll do it again. And the second one jumps across. The last one's almost impossible, but not completely. They say a magician will never repeat a trick, otherwise you'll see how it's done. That's a rumor we started. Otherwise we'd be doing the same damn trick over and over and over. So I'm going to do this very slowly. Once again, Jenny. How many? Carissa?
2.
Perfect. And this last one?
3.
They get faster, by the way. I know why you're laughing. You realize it's already over there. No, I forgot to wiggle my thumbs. It's still here. Since we stopped at mid-trick, I'm going to give you a choice, Carissa. I've been making these balls go invisibly from this hand to this hand. I can also make them go visibly. It's your choice, invisibly or visibly.
Visibly.
I'm not that impressed with visibly. That's why we do it invisibly. Watch. 1, 2, 3. As a boy, I saw Orson Welles. A lot of people did not know that Orson Welles, besides being a marvelous actor and director and writer, was also a very fine magician. And he did a movie called Black Magic. And in there he played a man named Cagliostro, whose real name was Joseph Balsamo, was a real character. But the movie was fictional. In this movie, he was going to overthrow the French government with hypnotism. Or they called it mesmerism in those days. And he did the trick differently. He would pluck a grape off a grapevine, put it on his hand, and make a point about the French government. He would take a second one like this and put it in his hand. He'd put 2 here, and then this one, the third one, he would take and put it here in his pocket. Well, actually, he put it under his table, but you can see under my table, so I will put it in my pocket, so you won't know how the trick is done. How many are here?
2.
1, 2. But when Orson snapped his fingers, the third one came back. I'll do it again. That's 1. That's 2. And this one, the third one, goes in my pocket. How many are here?
2. 2.
No, ladies, it's always going to be 3. How many is that?
1.
And this one?
2.
You sure?
No.
And this one goes in my pocket. How many is here?
2.
How many?
2. Well, 3.
You can't make up your mind, I'll just make them disappear.
Ready to go?
Yep, let's do it.
We did a thing called the Gambler's Ballad. This is something I saw Johnny do. How long have you been doing it?
45 years.
45 years. It was the close of his act. And how'd you come up with it?
Well, I had a friend named Milan Bulovic who had an art company, and I used to perform in his place when he would have parties, and people like you would show up in groups like that. And he said to me one day, "Your magic is so exquisite." He said, I'm going to write something special for you. And he wrote this ballad. Now, he had never written a poem or a ballad in his life, but this is equally as good as anything Robin Service wrote. And there are 52 stanzas in this because there's 52 cards in the deck. That's how cleverly he wrote this thing.
And he put in all the gambling moves, really. It's just every gambling move you have to learn. So I wanted to learn this because I figured after 40 years of being a professional magician, I should learn a little magic. And so Johnny taught me the moves, and it's all really hard gambling moves.
But yeah, you know, anytime I take a deck of cards out, the women want to have their fortune read, the men want to know how to cheat at cards. So this kind of covers both. It's kind of a romantic ballad, and it encompasses most of the card cheating moves people use to take you down the river when you're in a private game with them. And you're going to hear some expressions you've never heard before. They're gambling expressions. For instance, you're going to hear the term a crim. Now, a crim is a bend in a card that when someone sets the deck down and asks you to cut, it forces you to cut at the right spot and it sets the deck back in the order you need to cheat that way.
And there's a thing called a hold up, which is this Rube Goldberg type device that shoots up into your hand and grabs the card and pulls it out. I used to think it was a fake thing, but they really use it.
David, Rod the Hop.
Yeah,
Used to
right here in
live here in town. There's a hustler here in town who used to hold that all the time. Looks like lazy Tom's coming out, going back in. And they're called knee spreads, Keplinger knee spreads. And they have lines that go down to your knees, and under the tables you spread your legs, your knees. It shoots this out, and you'll put a card in your hand or take the card out of your hand and back up the sleeve.
And if you're caught with one, it's hard to explain what you meant, like the Second Amendment. I meant the Second Amendment with it's hard to explain.
It's an instant drive to downtown Metro.
And there's a thing called tossing the broads. And tossing the broads is 3-card monte that you've seen people do, like in New York, the 3-card thing. And I always thought it was tossing the broads because it was a sexist term, because broads, a sexist term for women, but it's not. Right?
No, it's not, because even as recent as the turn of the 20th century, right now we call cards poker size or bridge size. But in those days they called them broads and narrows. And the broad card, of course, is 1/8 of an inch wider than the narrows, so there was an advantage to tossing the broads.
And we're going to use a new deck of steamboats. Johnny always used a new deck of steamboats. And
just a couple of other little expressions.
yeah, I'm going to just get these over.
Okay. One is called bucking the tiger. You may have seen in old westerns they refer to a game as faro or faro bank. And the slang name for it was bucking the tiger. So saloons in the Old West used to have tigers, cutouts of tigers' heads hanging, and that meant you could go inside and play faro or buck the tiger.
These aren't actually, I didn't just open a deck of real steamboats. They've been out of business for a few years. This is a knockoff company.
Well, it's not a knockoff in the sense it's a replica, because it's made by the same company, U.S. Playing Cards, that made them back at the turn of the 20th century.
And we cover all the terms.
I believe so.
Hold
Card
card.
switch.
Hold card. The cards, like in Texas Hold'em, the cards that no one can see.
Yeah, you know, the ones that are face down. Well, those are the ones you can switch because the backs all look alike and you wouldn't know the card was switched.
And this is called the Gambler's Ballot, or the incident at Jake's Saloon. You all set, Johnny?
Ready.
Let's go through it. One afternoon at Jake's Saloon, the gamblers were in the back. A breed of men in a smoky den, all with a losing knack. For 3 straight days they made their plays, wearily betting their dough, until there came that final game and the slickers measured blow. It told in their faces a spread of aces. Took every buck they had. And back of the chips, a grin crossed his lips, sat the slicker, just a laugh. The brim of his hat hid the eyes of a cat, and skills from some demon scent. Cleaning out gentry with slights elementary and leaving them locked to lament. By the breaking of dawn, the players were gone, the slicker alone in his chair, turning up aces in peculiar places and fanning the deck with flair. Beyond the glow of the lamplight low, a voice to the slicker said,
Listen, my son, although you're one ne'er to those cards be wed, someday he'll come, that Sharpie down, when stakes in life are high. Then bet what you will on infallible skill. His fingers of plaster fly. With a sudden stroke, he'll leave you broke, ruined where you sit. A better master, dealing disasters, stacking folly in your bit. Old am I, now dim am I, no longer fit for the game. But I've been on top with the best of the lot, and wagered my way to fame. When I was young, one ladder's wrong, I cleaved to cards and dice. The lady luck and her easy buck and her bosom made of ice. I spent my youth with rogues uncouth, yet mingled with millionaires. But I stuck to the men with the gambling yet, learning to deal bottoms in pairs. Before you were born, I heard the horn of the Natchez on a run, where the best of boys maneuvered ploys and every trick known was done. I remember well that lifelong spell, that steamboat of my past, where spinning wheels and double deals told the world of our cast. We tossed the broads and talked of frauds on that floating city of chance, giving odds on a fighter, bucking the tiger, living our lives in a trance. Rouged up ladies bound for Hades, how they shield their way to my heart. Fluttering lashes on the decks of the Natchez, flying treachery into an art. Now Sir Conrad Conti, he threw 3-card Monte. There was a man of precision, dropping that queen deftly between, making a mockery of vision. Came Dandy Lee with a rolling P, imploring where it went, doing it slow just for the show, baiting his sporting jet. There was Mickey the Lame of Faro fame, Lopez from the Rio Grande, Frisco Pete of the Beige Elite, and Duke with the velvet hand. Old Nifty Ned, his Confederate red, that tricky mechanic Sid, Deacon Dan, the blackjack man, and of course, the mysterious kid. They were all aboard by the devil adored, the Natchez with anchors away, floating downstream in moonlit beam, her tables all in play. In the grand salon, the game was on, a crowd like never before. Their stakes were high, then by and by the players, they dwindled to 4. Across from me, a stranger being, a man of my profession. On either side, drunk with pride, 2 moguls with obsession. The timber tycoon was wiped out soon, in tow, a cattle king. Then 1,000 head went in the red on a suicidal fling. Petting like crazy, with logic hazy, scribbling his name on a note, till nothing remained but a loss and pain and the regret of all he wrote. What more deal made him real? He was frantic to recover, but I brought him down and took his crown by means he couldn't discover. With fortune amassed, there came at last my solo with the stranger, that final run where only one survives pending danger. I gauged him keen, trying to glean the merit of his skill, weighing the risk, riffling brisk, setting him for the kill. With gloved hand lip, he cut to my crib, the stranger I overrated. The game was drawn without a flaw, I dealt the cards elated. Beneath my thumb, the rhythmic hum was sounding his defeat. To myself, a deuce, which would reproduce and make my hand complete. With four of a kind, I didn't mind my rival's haughty air. His marble face, his icy grace, I'd sentenced to despair. The moment arrived, I feigningly sighed and called in winning style. Then leaning to me, in eerie glee, he put his hand upon the pile. In a frozen hush, a royal flush was spread for all to see. That mysterious kid, by holdout hid, made this derelict of me. So, my son, there's always one who come along your way. At rainbow's end, he'll heaven bend to make your blackest day.
The old man's story of gambling glory, be it fact or be it fable, fell in an ear unable to hear its wisdom or its label. The slicker sitting with boredom knitting, spreading a fancier fan, mulled the chatter of bygone matter and said to the aged man, "Well, old timer, perhaps there's primer in your windbag of palaver, or maybe whiskey leanings got you dreaming on this last rung of your ladder. If you had a stake, I'd give you a break and have you a game that's real. Then you could tell how you once fell to the world's greatest deal." The old man's face showed not a trace of the insolence just spoken. With an urge he could not purge revealed a shining token.
All right, Sonny, I have no money to pit against your copper, but this diamond pure could well procure that greatest deal you offer. 'Tis the very ring the cattle king lost in the game that night. A precious rock I'd never harm, no matter what the plight. Yet I'll match this stone if you be prone against what's on the table. And in the ride, let luck decide just who's better able.
Smitten by the jewel now pawned for duel, glistening on the table green, the slicker cut deep in the squared off heap, and with a flourish turned to queen. "Well, old bar, just match that card, and you'll beat the best in town." Then nonchalantly, he gallantly turned the queen face down. The old man nodded, but Slingo prodded, stating,
I'll do even more. I'll find you three in a cutting spree and make the total 4.
in rapid succession by luck or deception, he cut the deck into thirds, and on each pile in regal style lay the promise of his words. On the right, a splendid sight, the portrait.
Get it to turn over.
The portrait of a queen. And on the left, neatly cleft, a second in the scheme. In the center, too, without a clue, the last of the ladies was there. And over she went to the other set and turned face down with care. The challenge breached, the old man reached for the jewel and all he won. But the slicker fast made a grasp on the deed as it was done. Wait, old dad, your eyes are bad. Look again and see my king. By hold-out switch, he made his pitch for the clutch and wagered random. The old man smiled, held Betty to guile. His tyrant silence told his story. The slicker enraged. His mark misgauged and lost to captured quarry. He overturned the cards concerned and glared at what he feared. By legerdemain, now kings held rank. The queens had disappeared. The old man rose in stately pose and turned a jaunty heel and bid farewell to the one who fell to the world's greatest deal.
Thompson and Company.
I'd like to thank you on behalf of Johnny and myself, and I'll pass the audition.
Thank you.
No problem. Way too classy of an act, actually. Last week we ended our show with an abortion musical. It's true story. All right. So I think the people half leaving and talking are my friends. So we're going to continue to try to entertain you guys. Just lower your expectations from me. The amount of hours spent learning that trick versus the amount of hours we spent coming up with these dick jokes. Very different deals.
Other equation.
Yeah, very different equation. So we're going to start off with a little song for you guys. Paul and I make everything up on the spot because we're lazy that way. And we're going to start with a little song. Does anyone here in the audience have an unusual occupation, or someone in their family have an unusual occupation? Aerialist. Okay, great. And Paul, you want to get an animal?
Yes, could we get an interesting animal? We've gotten emu, we've gotten Pikachu, we had aardvark last week. What do we got?
Ferret.
Ferret.
Ferret?
Ferret.
Aerialist.
Aerialist ferret.
Aerialist ferret?
Aerialist ferret.
Okay.
Here we go. Aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret.
This is me. I'm up to the task. I'm a little animal. I'm wearing a mask. I'm not afraid of the sky.
Not afraid of the sky.
I'll go anywhere on a lark.
On a lark.
Just one thing, I'm afraid of the dark.
Of the dark.
It makes me wonder, makes me cry.
It makes me cry.
So I'm wondering what I'm doing here.
What am I doing?
Stuck up the rear end of Richard Gere.
I'm an aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret. On the wire I now go. Will I make it? I don't know. By my skills and by my fur. Fur. I do my best not to fall away. Will I live to see the next day? I think on my parents and how they were. I hope you don't keep us as a pet. 'Cause in general, ferrets tend to smell like shit. I'm an aerialist ferret, aerialist ferret, aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret, aerialist ferret, aerialist ferret.
Look at me, I'm up in the sky. I'm here, I don't know why. Perhaps I'm up here just to hide. I don't want to make a noise or cough. In fact, this last time I sang, I pissed people off. That's right, I'm stuck inside. Because I am a blazels. That's right, because I pissed off a bunch of people who like germs.
I'm an aerialist ferret, aerialist ferret, aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret, aerialist ferret, aerialist ferret. To the trapeze, I now fly. Yep, I'm probably gonna die. My ferret arms, so tiny and so weak. I make a leap for the flying bar, but I cannot rest where the bar are. And I fall to my death with a terrible squeak. Don't pity me, please don't make a stink. I'll soon be passed off to some rich lady as a phony me. But I was an aerialist ferret, aerialist ferret, an aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret, aerialist ferret, aerialist ferret. Aerialist ferret.
much, guys. I'm sensing there's people in the audience. Someone celebrating anniversaries. There's a couple. There's someone having an anniversary. Anybody here? 25th anniversary. Am I thinking of a 25th anniversary? Is it Lana and Trey? Is that your name? Okay, great. Are you my friends Lana and Trey on Facebook telling people that you're celebrating your 25th anniversary? Okay, great. Go ahead and pass this back to them. Just pass it back. Throw it over your head. I thought I established a pattern. Okay, great. So, open up that little briefcase there. What do you see inside? That's right. You don't know what it is. It's a buzz and ding machine. Go ahead and find the remote control inside that briefcase there for you and test it out. Yeah, try the other button. Good. Okay, great. So what's going to happen here is I know that you guys basically took a pass on your anniversary by coming here tonight instead of celebrating in person. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to raise the bar for your next anniversary. Lana, which one of us would you like to play you? I will play you. Good. I've been studying you for years. This is a dream come true. I'm more happy than De Niro playing Frankenstein. So, okay, so Paul, you will play Trey.
All right, I will be Trey.
Okay, but Lana is in full control. So Lana, anytime we use something that's inaccurate to what you guys maybe would do as a couple, you're going to hit that red buzzer, okay? And then until we get it right, which you hit the green buzzer, the green ding, make us ding and continue on.
So
You
if Matt
clear?
says or does anything that would not fit your character, go ahead and hit the red.
Like, hey, I'm a brunette. Hey, I'm a natural brunette. There we go.
Perfect. Same thing goes for Trey's behavior. Whatever he might do or say, keep buzzing us incorrect until we get it right. And then whatever we get right, we'll go. Right.
You ready?
So this is basically Lana and Trey's the way they met.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
We're gonna try and reenact the way you met.
Okay.
So see how close we can get.
Hi, it's me, young, beautiful, thin model like Lana. It's just another day in high school. All right, we met in high school.
Hello. It's me, young, roguish, athletic Trey.
Wow! Looks like we're gonna make beautiful babies someday. We're about 1,000.
Say, I was wondering if you'd like to go to the homecoming dance. I was wondering if you'd like to go out to a movie. I was wondering if you'd like to go fuck.
Oh, Trey and your jokes.
It's not a fucking joke.
Listen, I am saving my virginity until I'm married.
Okay.
My children must also be in the audience. All right, well, I'd love to go out, but you just grab a soda, a beer. Let's smoke weed like Bob Marley. Let's skip the drinks and just talk. Let's just skip the drinks.
I've arranged for a fancy meal for you, Lana.
Really?
Yes, I've actually had the chef prepare your favorite.
My favorite meal?
Lobster.
Yes! I love expensive things that taste mediocre.
There you go. Got some drawn butter for you here. Bon appetit.
Listen, I gotta tell you, Trey, the way you treat me right now, this is love at first sight. Yeah, you're hot, and I think if I hold on to this, I'm marrying up. I'll think on that while I eat my lobster.
I got you another special gift.
Trey, well, I'm barely through one club.
I know. But I wanted to let you know that I've been really paying attention to the things that you like and the things that you appreciate. And I know one of your favorite hobbies is knitting. I know that one of your favorite hobbies is collecting butterflies. I know that one of your favorite hobbies is rugs. I know that one of your favorite hobbies is spiders. I know that was a bad. I know that you love nothing more than vacations. And so what I got you here are a couple of airline tickets. Airline tickets to Florida. No. Tickets to Minnesota. No. A couple of airline tickets to Paris.
Good. So I love history and museums. Really?
Here we are in Paris, taking in the beautiful art.
Yeah.
Inside the Louvre. This painting has always made me think of you.
Really?
Yes. You remind me of a strong horse.
Damn right I do. Saddle up track. All right, good. I'll figure it out. Just pass it up. There we go. Good. All right, good. We're going to do a little CPU ratings for you guys right now. What we need for you guys is just a random line. Let's have something you actually overheard today. You know, sometimes you catch, you eavesdrop, you sometimes listen to someone else talking over lunch or something like that. What is something you actually heard someone else say today?
I hate her so much I'm hiding my face.
I hate her so much I'm hiding my face. Thank you. All right, we're going to do one scene for you. That's going to be given that line, and then we're going to monkey with it in a bunch of ways. All right? I hate her so much, I'm hiding my face.
Kimberly.
No.
Kimberly.
No.
Kimberly.
What?
She's your mother.
I know what I look like her. That's why I don't ever want to see my face again.
Kimberly, this is a difficult time for both of you. That's what you've got to understand.
Give me a marker.
Your mother loves you. Just because you've turned 13, here's your marker.
Do I look like her?
You look like her with marker on your face. I want you to understand something, Kimberly. Your mother went through the same kinds of tough times.
No, she did not. Like this.
She did. Every girl does.
No way.
Every kid does.
I'm the only girl who's ever had a boy break up with him just before prom. It's never happened to anyone else. Certainly not mom.
Can I tell you a secret, Kim?
After you hand me a sulfuric acid.
You are not disfiguring your face with sulfuric acid.
Why not?
I stood up your mom at the dance.
You did?
Yes. And she was just as upset. And she went home and she put marker all over her face.
Oh my God! I hate her so much that we react the same way when we hate each other.
But you know what happened after that?
You stopped being a dick?
She showed up at school the day
Well, I don't give a shit what happened before. Why did you stand her up?
a hotter girl asked me out. I rolled the dice. It lasted all of 2 weeks. I came crawling back to your mother.
Sloppy seconds for life.
And that's what you've got to look forward to.
I need a style of film, please. Somebody shout out a style style of film?
Noir.
Noir. We always do noir here. To be honest with you. What's that? What'd you say? Sign language? Oh, silent movie. You want to do a silent movie? Silent movie, Mr. Noni? Okay, good. Silent movie. Let's do, what else? We need a style of literature, please. Those are books. Mystery? What'd you say? Beat. Okay. We haven't got that one. I like beat.
All right.
Silent, beat. We're really challenging it. Okay, good. Yeah, beatnik. Yeah, right? I think so.
Like how?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do how.
I was just do on the road. So there. Now you know our plan. Okay, so and then let's do music, please, for Mike's Piano to play. What?
Skiffle.
Skimple?
Skiffle.
Skiffle? Do you know what that is?
Disco?
Speak up.
Original Beatles is what she's saying.
Oh, original Beatles. Like old school Beatles? Before they were the Beatles, they were called the Skipple? Oh, yeah, those.
So the Beatles before asked, you're British?
Get out.
Okay, so old Beatles. Let's just do that.
Beatles.
Cool.
Early Beatles. Early Beatles.
So
we can do that.
So we have beatnik.
No, we got
silent.
We have silent, beatnik,
and old
Skiffle.
Beatles.
Yeah.
Skiffle. Yeah.
Silent, beat, Skiffle.
So we have nothing we can actually rely on to close strong.
That's
Okay,
right.
good. Okay, good.
Skiffle will be fine.
Skiffle. All right, we're gonna rely on Skiffle. All right, let's start with silent movie.
Why so sad?
I hate Mom.
Here's a marker.
Fucking pens, when will they evolve?
You're like every teenager.
No.
Left your mom for a hot gal. This is what you have to look forward to.
Beatnik. I've got to hide my face, man. My face. Dig my face that I'm hiding. I can't show it. Because I hate my mom.
The girl cried in the room. She cried like all the other girls, but just like herself, too. It was an old story, but this was a new way of telling it. I'd seen it before. I'd see it again. Reflections of myself, reflections of my wife, reflections of my hate.
Hand me the marker, I said. I never heard the words before. They popped out of my mouth. Something I didn't even think about before. Something the old generation never had done. Old generations hate markers. New kids, they're marking the shit out of places. What places? New places. Places like our own faces. Hand me the marker, Dad.
Give a bitch a pen, you teach her to fish for compliments.
Is this what beauty is, I said? Is this what mom looks like, I said? No more, I said. As I marked my beauty face, I don't care about the looks of my face anymore. I don't care where I'm going. I don't care about prom. I don't care about mom. I'm spelling this marker.
She doctored what passed for her face into a mask of hideous aberration. Like some kind of tribal warrior left out in the cold, never to join the tribe again. So sad those drums don't beat for you, baby girl. Never will.
Oh, you worry about the beat, 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 and the drum, 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 so let me show you something. Over here in this window, my friend is on saxophone. Is he on saxophone? That's right. I'm ruining both literature and jazz. Same thing.
I gotta tell you a story about a girl that looked a lot like you a long time ago. Matter of fact, she was more like you than you'd like to admit or know. She was your mother, and I was her daddy.
You're right.
Hell no. I stood her up so straight and tall that she could have been a green bean pole. But she was far too good for me. I took a chance on a little gal who could suck a golf ball through a garden hose. But that kind of love ain't meant to last. Lord knows.
That's such a sad tale. It's also so stale. Relying on couples and heartbreak and problems. I don't give a shit about that shit. I'm gonna drop my panties and masturbate while I do the rest of my poetry. Just like Ginsberg.
So what you have to look forward to.
My dumb ass face! I hate my whole dumb ass face! I'm hiding my face. I'm hiding and I'm hiding up in my place. I hate my parents.
Stupid girl, all of these girls go through these troubles. You're not alone. Stupid girl, don't hide your face. You're like your mom more than you have known. Stupid girl, here's a marker for you to draw on you.
I'm drawing on my face. I'm drawing on my face.
served up mommy, she was sloppy seconds. You went out for others, and what you could reckon is you could not do better than you did with her. But being with me right now, I feel like it's a racial slur. Call me a blackface bitch.
Because of my marker action. That's what you have to look forward to. Yeah. Thanks for coming on the team. Good to know as an entire production, we prefer later fields, so that's good. That's good. All right, you want to do a little triple threat?
I was like, do you know how far you missed that first song? It's a totally different song.
I thought I was supposed to sing a specific song.
Oh, it was an early Beatles song.
Yeah, I was doing Ticket to Ride.
Okay.
What's that?
I can go.
It worked. It worked.
I was singing a Beatles song.
Yes.
Okay, good. Sorry, I didn't get the fucking memo. Sorry, the suggestion was early Beatles and I sang early Beatles. I apologize.
No, you didn't.
Your ride is not early Beatles.
Right.
Okay.
It's mid Beatles at best.
Okay.
Come together is late Beatles.
We know that part. We conceded that both in the song and at the end. But for the rest of this conversation, I want a lawyer. I'm going to be like Clinton. What's your definition of early? Okay, so Skibbles? Skibbles?
Skipples.
It's British. She can be saying anything. All right, we're going to do a little game here called Triple Threat.
Yeah.
The way it works is we basically just, Paul and I challenge each other to a joke-telling game. And we try to outdo each other using 3 different improv joke formats. The first one is 185 blank, walk to a bar, or just we don't serve blank here, and we come up with some kind of cheesy pun. The next one is I like my women, or I like my men, like I like my blank, self-explanatory there. And of course, the last one is kind of like a pickup line. They call me the blank, because I blank. And so you give us a suggestion, we run that one suggestion through all 3 joke formats at least once to create a triple threat, and hopefully you like my jokes more than Paul's.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so let's go ahead and start off with a single suggestion, something that you would find at a grocery store, please.
Jar of mayonnaise.
Coffee is the first thing I heard. We'll put jar of mayonnaise on the back burner for a minute, but we'll come back to it. Let's go first with coffee.
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 I like my women like I like my coffee, stuffed in a can and shipped to me from Colombia.
185 coffees walking to the bar. The bartender says, we don't serve coffee here. Coffees say, we're just looking to meet up with people we found on Grindr.
They call me the coffee because I can often make old ladies' crotches super hot in the parking lot of McDonald's.
Triple threat. That's how it's done. Jar of mayonnaise is what we've got on deck. Jar of mayonnaise. Jar of mayonnaise.
185 jars of mayonnaise. Walking to a bar, bartender says, we don't serve 185 jars of mayonnaise here. Mayonnaise, like, why? The bartender's like, look, this is fucking disgusting. I think mayonnaise is disgusting.
Okay. I like my women like I like my jars of mayonnaise. Almost empty, so I have to put bread in there and scrape out the last moist bit.
They call me mayonnaise because even though I'm pretty thick, I'm also pretty slick.
Triple threat. Boom, boom, boom. There you go.
With an IQ of 1.
Okay. Thanks. All right, cool. No, that helped our show out a lot. Can we get any suggestion of anything at all?
Silverfish.
Silverfish. That's a podcast listener right there. Are you on the internet there in the back? Are you on Periscope? No one's participating?
Anything coming through there?
Can we lose them all after I argue?
I'm not seeing it anymore. Here we go.
All right.
Yeah.
Someone just typed yes.
Okay, yeah.
Fuck off.
Great.
No help.
So we have just a gay stereotype watching us on Periscope.
Yeah.
Baseball hat. Baseball hat.
Baseball hat.
There you go. Baseball hat.
Okay, great.
I like my women like I like my baseball hats. I rock that shit backwards.
185 baseball hats walking to a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve baseball hats here. And they're like, why? It's like, because you guys never have money. And they go, that's okay. We have another form of payment. I easily unsnap in the back.
They call me the baseball.
Fucked.
No, that's good. Yeah, no,
it's a happy ending.
That's the kid. They call me the baseball hat because my back is see-through mesh.
I like my women like I like my baseball hats. Never washed, sweaty, and smelling like every place I've gone on vacation.
Boom. Triple threat. Kaboom.
Oh, I got groaners on that one.
Yeah, you did.
I did home. Shower.
Can we get another object? How about something that you might have on your Amazon wish list? Popsicles. Those are tough to get. Coming through. We got popsicles. What was over here? What? Well, these Amazon wish lists are fucking sad. Alright, so we'll start off with popsicles. Popsicles and then we'll go breast pump. Well, if that's a combo, what a fucking weekend. Alright, go ahead. Popsicles.
I like my women like I like my popsicles. Cold and easy to break in two. You're welcome.
185 popsicles walking to the bar. Bartender says, we don't serve pop. The popsicles are like, this is a push-up.
They call me the popsicle because if you want me, you have to get me from an old man driving around a creepy
yeah, playing a distorted version of The Entertainer. Can we get, we got breast pump. Breast pump is our next one.
I like my women like I like my breast pumps for obvious reasons.
They call me the breast pump for obvious reasons.
185 breast pumps walking to a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve breast pumps here. And they're like, why? Like, because you suck.
185 breast pumps walking to the bar. Bartender says, we don't serve breast pumps here. The breast pumps say, use Similac any proper service. Similac any proper service. Sorry, Similac. Similac any proper service. Similac, boy.
Similac is like a good, like a Costco brand Similac. I got Similac. I got a bunch of Similac. That's the wrong kind. Get out.
Go take it back.
Yeah, take it back. All right, we'll take another thing. Another noun.
Sneakers.
What?
Action figures.
Action figures?
Wow, that was on the screen a minute ago.
There it is.
She's on the screen as well.
Got it.
Fucking, she's right here. Why would she do that? What's wrong with kids today?
Action figures.
Action figures.
All right. 185 action figures walking to the bar. Bartender says, we don't serve action figures. The action figures say, oh yeah? Why don't you just pour a beer and throw it at us? And the bartender's like, what? He's like, just go on. We want some beer. Just pour some beer in a glass, fucking huck it right at our faces. The bartender's like, well, I can't pass this up. So he pours the beer. He pulls back. And he wings one right at the action figures. And the action figures, whop! And they easily ensnare the glass without spilling a drop. And the bartender is pretty fucking impressed. And the action figures say, well, yeah, we have a kung fu grip.
Wow. Wow.
For those that have never seen him drink. 185 action figures walking to a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve action figures. They're like, why? Like, because all you guys, your package is hanging out.
I like my women like I like my action figures. That box better be in mint condition.
I like my women like I like my action figures. 4 at a time, early in the morning at a garage sale.
We're not going to be better than that. Let's go to something else.
Pantyhose.
Pantyhose and swim trunks. Oh, jeez.
All right.
Yeah. Start with pantyhose.
Pantyhose.
All right.
185 pantyhose walking to a bar after hours. There's a panty raid.
I like my women like I like my pantyhose, stretched uncomfortably over my face.
Call me a pantyhose. This is, as soon as I get around a lady's legs, I run.
Swim trunks.
Swim trunks. They call me the swim trunks because inside I have disgusting netting. Oh, netting.
Yeah, the netting.
And I have kids and they have disgusting netting now too.
Oh, that stuff is gross.
Yeah.
It is.
Bad for them.
I can't even.
Swim trunks, you got nothing?
I got nothing.
185 swim trunks, walk into the bar, bartender says, we don't serve swim trunks here, right? And they're like, oh, it's okay, we're not gonna drink, we're just here for the wet bar. We're like, wet bar? This is a piece of shit bar, we don't have a wet bar. They're like, fuck, we're a bunch of clam diggers. That was me stalling for you.
Oh, okay, well, I got something.
Okay.
They call me the swim trunks because I'm a crate that you can open. I'm filled with chlorinated water. And if you're small enough, have at it. It's a swim trunk. I am a swim trunk. Yeah, right? Right?
All right, you guys just remember we get our buckets out that swim trunk drunk. That's what ended our game.
No, that didn't end the game.
You want to do one more?
Please.
We've really gone on for a long time.
I
Okay,
know.
what's that? Spatula.
Spatula. I like my women like I like my spatulas. They flip for me.
They call me the spatula because I like to get spanked. I don't remember what game we're playing anymore.
185 spatulas walk into the bar, but then they fall over, and the bartender just kind of pushes them, and they all skitter out. And he's like, my bar has a non-stick surface.
Triple threat, everybody! That's the game!
Yeah, 40.
12:41.
41,
Okay,
yeah.
so we should do one more thing.
Yep.
Penn, do you feel like telling another story?
Another story?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, here's what we're going to do this time. Instead of doing a bunch of scenes off, we're going to do a musical off of whatever story you tell us.
Okay.
Okay?
not
Since
okay,
you're
it's
here, we
just-
should not end the show without you, since you know what I mean? Like, you should be a part of the end of the
Okay.
show. Okay.
I'll tell you what skiffle is later. Usually using a tub bass,
Yeah.
usually a washboard, a little bit more swing than you're putting to it. The Beatles were first a skiffle band, and when they were Long John and the Silvermans.
Thanks, Ken.
Okay? Okay for skiffle?
What are you still doing here? Yeah!
Back to the Brixton. They call me the Brixton.
All right, so do you want a suggestion for a story?
I have got one story in my head.
All right, cool. So somebody just shout out like a word or even a song lyric to inspire Penn to tell a story. It's a random one. Your favorite one. How's about your favorite song lyric?
Divorce.
Divorce is someone's favorite song lyric.
Divorce. Ah, boy. Tammy Wynette. I don't have a Tammy Wynette story. Boy, I wish I did. I'm trying to think of her name. Mel on, let me see. Oh, no, I don't get you the song. There's no Divorce.
Oh, don't worry about the song part. We'll figure that
My
out.
lady divorcee.
You can get a different word.
I did.
Yeah.
Story about divorce. Boy, I don't even know if I have one. I can't think of a story. Give me another one. Give me another idea.
Breakup.
Say what?
Breakup.
So different. Breakup.
Break up. It's the
Can we
same
have someone
word.
who's not depressed sitting in a corner? Spell out something to us. What's that?
Well, you know what? I can tell just, this isn't really a story.
Yeah.
This is just the way I break up, the way I have. I have broken up in the past. I have really good techniques for this. I think you know it already.
I do.
I already know it. What I found out a way to do is I always would work all the time. I would always work, and I would get a girlfriend. This happened 3 times. I would get a girlfriend and she would say, you know, you really can't work all the time. You're doing the Broadway show, but you take time off from that. You're writing a book, which incidentally the new one on the bestseller list today. Not important. New York fucking time! I would write a book and I would do this. So they would always say to me, you know, they would always say to me, you know, you got to take time off, you got to take a vacation. And I did this the first time kind of accidentally, and then it was just cool for me. It was just worked so well. I would buy tickets to Hawaii and get a hotel room, and then I would fly to Hawaii on a vacation, and then I would have a miserable fight the first night, and I would just the next day buy a plane ticket, go home, leave her in Hawaii, where she was happy and like banging a cabana boy or something. She could always find someone to fuck, take her mind off me. She was in Hawaii, she was happy, bills were all paid, I'd go back to work. So the second time, I did the exact same thing, except this time I had a plan. Now I knew this was my way out. As soon as she started bothering me about work less, you got to do something, I just went like, okay, how about we take a vacation, go to Hawaii? And I didn't even stop booking stuff. I like books for 48 hours later, get over there and just tried to fight about anything, you know, any sort of, I got to go home, this is awful, you can just stay here, hotel's paid for, boom, gone. And the third time was actually the woman who was in the improv. Yeah, who you both know. Yeah. And I took her over to Hawaii, and she hadn't caught on, and she's improv, so tell us at the post. So she was over there, and I'm up there. And now, what's really, really nice about this is my wife and children will not even consider going to Hawaii. It's a good thing to try.
Aloha.
Hello, I have your bags.
Oh, set them anywhere.
It's a lovely party store grass skirt you're wearing.
Thank you. I bought it at the party store.
Where would you like your bags?
There. Put them here.
I'm sorry, I know that this is Hawaii and I easily get motion sickness and you're about to make me vomit. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
No, it's okay. I had a tough 48 hours.
What happened?
The person I came here with got in a huge fight with me over parsley and ran away.
Parsley?
I don't know either. It's really weird. We're having dinner one moment, the next thing I know, parsley! And he's out.
That seems impossible.
I know it seems impossible, but this is what happened. We're sitting at the restaurant, having a delicious meal, asking, what do I want? Do you like Hawaii? How do you feel? Then the waiter comes in with our orders, and he sets down the tray. We open it up, there's parsley there. He freaks out and runs away. Parsley, 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 parsley. Parsley drove my lover away. Parsley, 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 parsley drove my lover away. I don't know if it was something I said or there's some way I could have made him stay. But parsley, parsley drove my lover away. So I went back to the hotel room. He paid for the room. That's nice. I'm staying here all by myself now. Would you like to spend the night? I have a really big, big bed over here. No parsley anywhere. Please, you can stay with me this evening if you like.
Well, you have a really big bed. This room really does rock.
monstrous indigenous cock.
Oh!
Maybe I can spank you with it. Around your neck. I can do an elephant trick for you. No disrespect.
Holy shit! I want to lay ya. Oh my god! Can we bone? You're like an island unto yourself. I want to make your cock my home.
You're working too hard. Save your breath. If you move too quickly, you'll fucking have death. Oh, ow! Ow! What the fuck are you doing?
Parsley.
Huge thanks to Johnny Thompson and company for coming. I really was embarrassed to come on after. So we basically panhandle indoors. We're like street performers who are pussies. And so we asked that if you thought the show was worth more than $0, you come up and express it by chucking money in one of our buckets. If you thought I was a better performer than Paul, which I was, go ahead and throw more money in my bucket than his.
No, of course you can ignore that statement and just fill up the blue bucket, because as we all know, I was superior this evening. If you have anything left over once you hit our buckets and you'd like to contribute to Mr. Michael Spadoni, go ahead and tuck a couple of bucks into his V-neck. He loves that.
What he is. All right. If you want more comedy than what you got here tonight, you can check out our podcast, Matt and Manly's Ice Cream Social.
Twice a week. At least.
Actually, come next month, we're putting on more than twice a week.
Right? So check out heyscoops.com for all that info. Get it wherever you get your podcasts.
And if you happen to be in Los Angeles tomorrow night, I'm hosting an interview with Penn Jillette at a bookstore where he's going to talk about Presto.
Yes. New York Times
bestseller Presto.
Hey, hold on. I'm going to say, you made New York Times bestseller. So there's 3 lists. You didn't make all 3, did you?
I made all 3.
Oh, you made all 3. USA. All right, so don't put any money in Penn's bucket. He's got New York Times bestseller. He's fine. All right, thanks so much for coming out, everybody. Have a good night.
See you next week.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Just the blue bucket. Just the blue bucket.
Remember, Paul,
or the red bucket.
I'll take 5 minutes of your time for a swimming in a truck joke.
Thank you. Just the blue bucket.
Oh, fuck you, no!
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thanks so much for sticking around, guys. Thank you. Oh, thanks so much for sticking around, everybody. Hope you had a good time. We had a great time watching Penn. So fantastic. Thanks, everyone, for sticking around. We've still got 108 watching. Skiffle, right? So now I won't forget. Now I know Skiffle.
All Skiffle Mattingly.
All Skiffle. It's not a bad moniker at all. Paul the Skiffle. I'll take it.
They call me the Skiffle.
They call me the Skiffle. It's better than, yeah, they call me the Skiffle. It's better
have the washboard ass.
Because I've got washboard ass. They call me the Skiffle because, like the early Beatles, I'm not recognized for the talent that I have waiting in potential.
185 Skiffles walk into a bar.
The
What
bar-
does he do? We don't serve Skiffles in here. And he says, is that because you know what the fuck we are?
So I don't know. How do you make a Skiffle?
185
How do you make
Skiffle
that?
in the bar. Do you know what the fuck we are? I like my women like I like my Skiffles. English and forgotten.
That's good. That's good. That's very good.
Triple threat.
Triple threat.
Boom, boom, boom.
He got it. He got the triple threat with Skiffle. The Skiffle threat. Oh, you got my song. Thank you so much for buying my ridiculous song. I just got a song on iTunes. It's the song that I used to woo my wife back when we were dating. And so now it's become a miniature podcast hit with our listeners, which is great. Thanks so much for buying it, guys. Woo! All right, well, I think we're just about wrapped here. I want to check in with Matt and say my goodbyes there. Oh, God. The lighting gets crazy. Oh, that's much better. Cult classic. I can see your smile. That's right. It is a cult classic. Thank you.
Yes,
Jimmy, can you
yes.
say hi to the
Hi,
scoops?
hi everybody. Nice to see you.
Guys, this is Jimmy. Jimmy is fucking hilarious.
Oh, stop.
No, if you get a chance to see Jimmy,
Come on.
see Jimmy. What are you doing right now, Jimmy?
I'm in Mystere part-time.
So, do you get to do your inflated lady bit?
I wish.
Oh
I
my
did.
God.
I have done it.
When was the last time you got to do it?
I got to do it in New York, actually.
Really?
5 times in New York, yeah.
Okay. He has this incredible dance routine with an inflatable doll.
It's hand-balancing act.
It's beyond words.
A duo, a solo duo, blow-up doll.
You gotta
It's
see
dirty.
it. You
It's
gotta
very
see it.
dirty.
And your wife is also an uber talented individual. Some of these guys might know her from
Skin City Body Painting and her television show on the game show network Skin Wars. She's a body painter, Robin Salonina. She's
There
the
you
best.
go. So yeah.
I miss her. She wishes she could be here.
Well, hopefully she'll get back in town before too long.
That's a lot of hearts, Scoop. Oh,
Right.
Now they stopped. Now they stopped. Good, good. Yeah, the hearts have stopped. Good, good. Oh, there
Is it on YouTube? I think it is on YouTube. I'm sure you'll probably find some of that stuff on YouTube.
Yes.
Skin Wars. Or is your
actually-
bit on YouTube?
Actually, it's on Vimeo.
Oh, all right. So go on Vimeo to find Jimmy's dance routine.
Yes.
And it'll be worth your time.
And
if you
Skin
can.
Wars is on Hulu.
There you go.
There it is.
And it's everybody's favorite.
Everybody's favorite. This guy was amazing.
He was.
This guy was amazing.
Spadoni tore it up. Even though he didn't know Skiffle. He didn't know Skiffle, but who the fuck knows Skiffle? Who knows Skiffle? And it's Ready Rich. Reddy's in the house. You guys, you know it's a fucking special show when Reddy comes out.
I only know her.
Oh, what happened? Where'd Reddy go? Now there's just some fucking clown. So weird.
That's fucked up. Some clown fucked up Ready Rich.
Punched him right in his nose. Oh boy. All right, big hugs for Reddy. Okay, guys. Well, we are going to shut this party down. Thank you all so much for tuning in and turning out. Please check in again and keep downloading my song as well as the podcast. We love you all. Be well. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.